Hello to everyone, and hope everybody's well and enjoying or coping maybe with this lockdown. Quite a new experience for all of us. So for this evening, Tuesday evening in Wembley, we're talking about the joy of acceptance. Joy, connected with happiness, contentment. If you're content, you're easy, you're natural, you have flexibility, and let's see how that could lead us to acceptance. So we'll look at accepting myself, accepting others, accepting the world, and then go on to the power of acceptance. So first of all, do I accept myself as I am? Do I love myself? Do I care for myself? Do I forgive myself if I make mistakes? Probably not always. On the whole, we have times when we feel sad, irritated, even envious or jealous of somebody. We feel hurt, we have a low mood, something has happened to us, we've lost something, or we've had an injury, or we've got a sickness. And we don't then always talk to ourselves in a very nice way, where we feel really out of sorts and we wish that things were different. But how can I accept? See, the thing is about getting upset about what's happening to the body, in our relationships, in our world around us, is we think we are the body. But in fact, I'm not. I am the energy within the body. This makes all the difference. This energy, like a tiny point of light, sitting in the forehead, within the body. And I am the conscious energy, the one who's thinking. I'm the creator of my thoughts and my feelings. I am really the one who needs to be in control and not let external things control me. Because I am eternal. I can never die. I live forever. So I need to nurture myself and care for myself. So how does that make a difference? How is it I can accept myself? Well, I have to know the nature, my true nature, my original nature. The original nature of the soul is peace and love, happiness, joy, purity, and truth. When I know that, I can And love is another one. Love is part of my truth. When I know that, then I can turn to that, remind myself of who I am. And if things get to disturbing me, upsetting me, I can come and talk to myself within. But I want peace. So where is it? Peace is within me. Seems as though nobody loves me, but love is within me. I can love myself. I can care for myself. And so this brings me that deeper contentment, the contentment to accept situations. When I've got that peace within and love within and good thoughts, then things I see in a different way, from a different perspective. I was thinking about anybody I knew who'd really accepted. I thought about a lady I knew many years ago who'd reached the age of 90. She was living alone and her legs weren't very strong. She was fairly healthy, but at times she fell and just had to get herself up again. And she had a son and his wife who'd travel quite a distance, about 30 miles, to visit her regularly. And one day I went in to see her and I said to them, "Oh, Margaret, how are you?" She said, "I'll tell you how I am. I'm going to give up the house and I'm going to go into a nursing home near to my son because he's not well and I don't want him to be traveling that distance." So what she did, after 65 years in that house, she gave away things that she wanted to her friends and relatives, and then left the rest for a house clearance company to come and collect them, and she moved out. Just accepting the situation and keeping her happiness, really, as she moved into a nursing home with a few of her things, a few of her pictures and maybe a chest of drawers or something like that, so that she wasn't, as she thought before, a burden to her family. So accepting the situation. When you think about people who've lost their legs, perhaps in accidents, and are wheelchair bound, and how they often, you read stories of people who accept it and do tremendous things, like going on a marathon for paraplegics, or doing care, or that Captain Bill, who at the age of 100 walked around his garden with his wheelchair and collected 33.5 million for NHS. He obviously accepted he couldn't go on a long marathon, but he could walk around his garden. So accepting myself, accepting my limitations, and let me find joy, contentment in that. And for others, this sometimes feels a big thing. Can I accept others as they are in whatever situation, whatever they are doing, whatever they are saying to me, however they are treating me, can I accept with joy, with contentment? Often no. We talk about, say, they hurt me, they upset me, they insulted me. And we take on board the burden. But if you really think about it, that other person, if this was the case, created those thoughts because of a restless mind of their own and offloaded onto me. And I thought, look, if somebody came round and brought their rubbish and said, you take my rubbish, my garbage bin, I'll give it to you. Would you take it? You'd say no, put it in your own dustbin. You wouldn't take it. So just let's be careful what we take. Maybe, and sometimes there's something to learn, I could look at my own attitude and accept I may have a part in this. Do I need more tolerance, more patience, more love and compassion? Other people's anger or insult or treatment of me may be a mirror for me to see my shadow part. We all have a shadow side that we don't see for ourselves, but especially perhaps now if you're in the family and you're all together, whereas you're not normally, you're perhaps rubbing up against each other. Or somebody who's always with their family and it gets a little bit tense. It's give and take. The other side of being with others, sometimes they compliment us and then you brush it off and I can't take a compliment. I can't receive that. But where's my humility? I'm not going to get over arrogant about it, but if I'm complimented, somebody gives me some praise and something nice I've done, let me accept it gracefully. So acceptance of whatever people around me have to offer. I don't have to take their bad feelings, their bitter words. I can be a detached observer, detach from whatever's going on in that. And if it's a really difficult relationship, there's times when I've had a good friend and suddenly, or a good partner, and things suddenly change. This upheaval, this disruption, this unfriendly, unkind relationships that develop. But if that's like, think of that like a fire coming up, a fire faces me. I don't have to face the fire with another fire and set it ablaze, anger with anger, argument with argument. It needs the cool water of peace and good wishes. a lot of healing of difficult relations will be helped by peaceful feelings and good wishes in their presence or at a distance. That I become the giver to take part in that, help that healing. So there, accepting, and cooperation goes along with that. To have, people may have a different way of doing something. They may have a different opinion. But to create harmony and unity, I sometimes have to let go and accept, being flexible to say, well, okay, let's do it your way. Or let's do this and then that. So cooperating and going along things together. So accepting also that just as I am the soul within, so is the other person, the people around me, the people at home, the people at work, people in society. Even if their behavior is not to my liking, I'm not going to judge, because everyone has their beauty within, their peace, their love, their purity, their happiness, their wisdom. And my part can be to bring it out, to nurture it. Because when I give love, when it's genuine love, has to come back to me. When I give up peace fills the atmosphere. So here, the joy of accepting that I have a responsibility. When I recognize my own inner being of who I am, to give, to share, to spread those vibrations of peace and love, purity and happiness, so that people don't have to know what I'm doing, but it keeps me in a stable position, as well as giving others the possibility to pick it up and to acknowledge it or to benefit from it. So, right, world. And our world is a different place to what it was a couple of months ago. Seems as though we've never had anything like this before, where the whole world is involved in this virus and the turmoil, the uncertainty, facing roundabout hearing of sickness and death, violence. So can I accept the world as it is, just as it is, without worry, without fear, without aggression? When you think we see at times a lot of violence. Violence happens in communities and in countries. Violence, wars. read about it in the newspapers and see it on the television news. And then often people go to movies and they're part of the joy, part of the excitement involves violence and intrigue. On one hand, we accept it as entertainment. On the other hand, we are angry, upset, fearful about it when we read about it in the news. So, what have we to do? We learn here that there's benefit in everything. Everything has its cycle. Everything moves in an accurate way. That what is happening is good, although we cannot see really the benefit. You can see how it's changed nature. That's one thing we can see, how the sky is clear, the waters are clear, the animals are free, the air is fresh. We can see a benefit there. But in people losing jobs, tied to the home, shortage of money or sickness, we find it hard to see a benefit. But we have to let this drama unfold. And in hindsight, we'll see it. You see, we're all actors in the costume of our bodies. We all have our specific, our individual role in this world play. And everything's happening as it should. We can't change it, but we can change our view of it. I'm sure if you think back on incidents in your life where you had a tragedy, an unpleasant experience, maybe a difficult time, but in hindsight, you see the benefit, what gradually unfolded was for the good. So let's accept the situations in life and be the heroes in this play. We get very upset and say angry and dislike for the perpetrators of violence and crime and unhurt. But let us make sure that we are the heroes who show kindness, compassion, mercy, forgiveness, so that we add something to the environment, the atmosphere of our world. As you've heard many times, it's all based on thought. The world is as good as our thoughts. And to change and have a peaceful world, a loving world, We have to spread more and more positive, pure, loving, peaceful thoughts that fill the atmosphere and help things to change, as they will. They have to. This will not be with us forever. It may last longer than we think, we don't know. But things are in the process of transformation and will change. So let's see how we're going to do this. It's good to think, yes, I'm a soul and everybody else is a soul and the world, everything's fixed in the world drama. But there's so many other things round about us that are contradicting that. The world outside our little space is often harsh and cruel and very negative. How can we really access this power of acceptance? Because that's what it is. Anything changes, it's with a power of acceptance that has no judgment, has no dislike, has no fear or worry or stress. A power that includes everyone, that is flexible and easy-natured, goes with the flow of what's happening. We all know that when we can go with the flow of a situation, things are much easier. When we resist and we battle especially with our thoughts, it can be hard. And we don't find ourselves getting anywhere. I know before I came to the Brahma Kumaris 29 years ago, I often battled with low self-esteem. I got upset by what others said and did. And yes, I wondered why the world was like it was. But once I came to Raj Yoga, things began to change. Of course, not totally, because it takes time. But I know how to adjust and to remind myself. So where is this power? The power that we can plug into to get help to sustain this acceptance. When you want to use any electric appliance, you have to plug into the source. For the light, the fridge or the cooker or heater, you've got to plug in to the mains. So this is what we need to do here. We need to plug in, connect. Well, connect means have yoga. Connect with the source of our being, the source of our peace, our love, our happiness, our purity, our wisdom. And this is the divine being who is beyond our universe, who sees from beyond everything that's happening and knows the whole picture, knows how it began and how it's continuing and how it will be, that no human being and possibly know, because we are down in the play, in the drama. And this one is beyond. I'm overseeing, seeing the whole picture. So, for our benefit, we're going to connect with the one who is supreme, who also is eternal, and a point of light like me. We talk about me being mainly the image of the divine, just the same size, energy of peace and love and happiness and joy, but all powerful. Beyond, able to help, being the creator, the father of all, not just a few, but the father of all, the supporting father, with unconditional love, a friend, a teacher, all in one. So, how do we make that connection? How do we gain that power? So I think the best way is we have meditation now, and we begin to feel it. So if you sit comfortably and your eyes on a point, even the point that's behind me, and feel yourself relaxing, relaxing all your limbs, conscious of letting go of tension, and turning to your breathing. In and out. Let your breath take you inward, inward to the center of your forehead, to be in that sacred space behind your forehead and in front of your brain. Feel yourself in a safe and comfortable space. Who am I? I am the energy, the life force of this physical body. I am the one who's the creator of my thoughts, my feelings, and giving messages to my brain to put them into action through my voice or through my limbs. Just for the moment, I'm letting go of the feeling of body and just focusing on being that spark of light within. A powerful spark that radiates peace. Just peace. And love. Comforting love. First for myself, then for everyone, whoever they are, wherever they are, whatever they are like. And then joy, contentment comes from knowing who I am. I am the beautiful, radiant spark of light. As I sit here, I'm tapping into my truth of who I am and how I exist eternally. When I accept this truth about myself, I gain a freedom, a lightness, an awareness of being separate from this physical body, and able to fly and connect with the supreme star, the supreme point, far beyond the sun, the moon and the stars, in another sky that is full of light. Here I am, just being that tiny point, resting in peace and purity. So calm, so natural, because this is my eternal home, the home of all points, all souls. Here we all shine like the stars of the night. So content, so peaceful and restful. Here we are under the canopy of protection of the Supreme, the Divine Being, who is the Father of all, the friend of all, the guide of all. Let me experience the rays of love encompassing me, filling me with safety, with security, with beauty. All is well, and all will be well. When I'm in this high place, with my spiritual eye, I look down on the earth below, a place that I thought was my home, but now I know is the stage. This high place, this dimension of light and love is my home. The earth is my stage, where all of us are actors, playing our parts in different costumes. We all have a part to contribute to the well-being of our earth. So let me from here radiate peace, peaceful vibrations, accepting that they reach everywhere that are needed, and whoever will pick them up. I can send them to specific people if I wish, also to the whole earth, the whole world population. Peace, love, happiness. Let the earth resound with the feeling, with the awareness that we are not alone. We have a creator, we have a father, we have a master, almighty authority who is caring and helping us. With unconditional power whenever we connect. This is a place I can come to for 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. whenever I wish to top up my power of acceptance. So I gently descend, come back to my place in the center of the forehead, back to play my part on the world stage. Shanti. Now, if I was in Wembley, I'd be saying, now, where are your questions? Where are your comments? But now, as it's recorded, you have to ask them to yourself and think about it. So, just to revise a bit. Just get to know yourself. This is what we've forgotten about. We've been so busy listening to what other people have been telling us, what the media tell us, what our teachers have told us, our parents. But nobody told us to go within and discover our truth. It could change our perception, our attitude, our view on our life, on our relationships, and on the world. So it's something good to think about, especially when we're at home. Take time. Even sometimes maybe write yourself a letter. How do I think about myself? What are my special qualities? What do I have to offer to the world? Accepting that I am unique. I am special. And that the whole world drama, the whole world play operates with the part of each one of us. And that it will be seen, it will be known in the end that there's complete justice. Everything has benefits. The obstacles that we faced, been a gift or a lift. Well, they say obstacles don't obstruct, but they instruct. So it's using the power to face what comes in the way of my happiness, my contentment, my joy, to move forward on my true spiritual journey. Maybe let's walk around. We've got to feel that presence, that power. I have to take a relationship with the Supreme and talk to that one as my friend. Have that internal friend and ask, how can I accept what is happening? How can I make a change in my attitude, in my thinking, and my feeling, so that I feel better and those around me benefit, and the vibrations naturally go out to the world. Because certainly we know time will come, and that power will be released, and everyone will know who they are internally and who they belong to. There's no doubt this will happen because we all, without exception, belong to the One who is eternal, the all-powerful, and the benefactor of each soul and of the whole world. So, find things to do while you're at home that you enjoy. Bring happiness to others. Just making a phone call, sending an email, and even on a Thursday when we clap for the NHS, we wave to the neighbours. So that together we accept and are happy with what at the moment can't be changed. The external. It's an opportunity for all of us to make a change internally, to become stronger, to become wiser, and to gain power and love. Just before we go, just been asked to announce next Tuesday's talk. Tuesday will be Being the Eternal Optimist. Tuesday, the 9th of June, 6:45 to 7:45. Om Shanti.